Hello, everyone. Just a very brief announcement about a couple of courses that I'm about to teach and that might be interesting for some of you. All of these courses start the second week of September. The first course is an introduction to Sanskrit. If you've never done any Sanskrit whatsoever and you'd like to get started, or if you've done some Sanskrit at some point, but it's been a while and you've forgotten most things and you would like a thorough refresher, and if you would like to do either of those things with me and using my book, The Cambridge Introduction to Sanskrit, then this course is for you. It takes a year organized into three 12-week terms. You can find all the information about it in the first link underneath this video. But if you have any questions, you can also just email me directly at antonia@yogicstudies.com. The second course is also Sanskrit, but intermediate Sanskrit. And for that, we will be using my Sanskrit reader. And the idea behind this reader is if you're an intermediate student and you want to really start reading texts, very often you have to still look up quite a bit, lots of vocabulary. Some of the grammar won't be clear to you. Some of the sandhi will be difficult. And the idea behind the reader is that I'm giving you texts that I hope you find interesting and enjoyable, with all the vocab and all the grammar that you might want to look up on the same page as the text, just right at the bottom. And I hope that makes the experience of reading these texts easier and also just smoother and faster. And this course, so this is the second of this year's intermediate courses, and this course will be reading excerpts from the Ramayana, which is chapter 3 in my reader. The third course actually isn't Sanskrit, but it is Latin, but it's Latin for Sanskritists. Basically, if you've ever done any Sanskrit and you'd like to learn Latin, that is going to be, I would say, fairly easy for you. I'm only slightly exaggerating when I say that Latin grammar basically is Sanskrit grammar with lots and lots of forms removed. And this course is also a 12-week course. And the idea is that I want to take you by the hand and lead you through, not the streets of London, through Latin grammar, and show you which bits you already know, you're already familiar with, because basically they're the same or very, very similar in Sanskrit grammar. So it's going to be a refresher of your Sanskrit grammar and an introduction to Latin grammar. And if you enjoy that, then there's going to be 2 follow-up courses in the spring and the summer, respectively, reading some Latin prose and some Latin verse. And again, the idea is that I will be giving you, well, we can't use my reader because that's only Sanskrit, but I will be giving you texts that have the same kinds of notes, grammar notes, vocabulary notes on the same page as you would have in my Sanskrit reader, so that the reading of some Seneca and some Ovid is hopefully going to be smooth and enjoyable. That's the 3 courses. As I say, they all start the second week of September. You can find the links for all of them right underneath this video. And as I say, if you would like to ask me any questions directly, simply do so in the comments underneath this video or directly by emailing me at antonia@yogicstudies.com. And perhaps see some of you in September. Take care. Bye-bye.